What are you up to? What's that? I'm trying to sleep, but can't you? Yeah, I had a bit of that over the last week or so. So I just passed out and slept today. Yeah, that was basically my today, was just passed out and fell asleep. And I'm tired because of it. So yeah, aside from that, I don't know. There's some new photos and shit through Discord and stuff, Grim, if you want to have a look. Like my desk set up and some food and shit. But yeah. Aside from that, not much. I'm not streaming tomorrow. I'm doing a 15-hour Diablo stream on Thursday. I'm kind of looking forward to that. I don't know. Kind of expecting it to be overcast and hot, stormy and shit today, but I have no clue. I literally got to 7:30, maybe 8 at the most a.m. and just I was gone. I think I saw 8 a.m. and then I woke up and it was 8 p.m. and I'm like, fuck, I need to shower. Yeah. You can't make me. Okay, I'll look at it later. No worries, Grim. Yeah, some of the photos look pretty good. Oh man, there's brisket nachos. You're gonna want to see that photo. You're gonna hate me for it, but you're gonna want to see that photo. I got to try brisket nachos at New Year's. It was pretty fucking nice. It was the second time I got to try brisket, but the first real time that it was with I don't know, sauces and in a meal kind of thing. It wasn't just trying a nibble of a piece of brisket kind of thing. It was really nice. And aside from that, not much else. New Year's was fun. New Year's was a techno rave. We got these flashing light bulb lights, and we had decked out in glow stick stuff, and just set up the computer room with I have flashing lights and stuff on my roof in here anyway, which I used to activate to have a bit of a rave, but we just activated that, and with everything else combined, it was essentially just a rave in here. Yes, there was music and stuff, but it was nice. My colony, on the other hand, Phoebe Chillax has been doing some wild shit. She tried to absolutely wipe us last week. Really, really tried. We did a 2-hour battle that exists on an alternate timeline now because of it, and yeah, that was not a fun event. And I had in my Diablo, I nearly lost all my armor in a room because I couldn't get in the door without getting automatically killed before my character had even finished loading the image on the screen. And it took me 2 hours to get my armor back from just walking in and dying and walking in and dying and walking in and dying. 2 hours of that. That was brutal. So yeah, we're working on that. I did get a microphone arm, so my microphone's closer than ever. I gotta learn to talk a bit less voice projected. So my voice is kind of adapting to that shit at the moment. I've got to remember to do it. So yeah, it's really weird because I learned to project my voice. Now I've got to unlearn that, or at least half unlearn it. You guys can still hear me, but I don't stress my voice then, you know. Alright, let's see. So I'm trying to mirror this area. I think I need to move those light bulbs. Oh, you know what it is? This whole top row was indented down by 1. How the fuck did I fuck that up? If your resource exhausted, which one? The steel one? Yeah, all of these. What has happened? For me or you? Because a lot of things for me, for sure. I assume there's been things for you. I don't really want uranium, but we are still drilling this shit, so I might as well throw one more up there. I could probably throw a second one and get the uranium out of there, because I've still got drills moving. You, not me. Yeah, look, there was a lot of things. I recapped some of Christmas and New Year's and stuff like that, and it was just I overworked myself a lot. I don't know how to take a break properly. And then I took a second break and I did better. But, yeah, kind of feel like I came back with a vengeance. In, like, a good way. Like, I just have, like... I don't know, I feel like a lot going on. Where is the other one? Is the one up the top done? Yes. Guessing that all the... I might actually need to build a second one of these again. Since I've got enough of them, I was getting frustrated that they kept putting them inside these areas. But I might just make more of these again, because why the fuck not? Like they're... Oh, that's undercover. Alright, maybe not there. We'll see what we can do. Let me pop it up here. Hey, Mad Dog. Welcome in. What are you up to today? I'm, dealing with Phoebe Chillax, the storyteller in this, potentially, maybe, trying to end my colony. She's doing it subtly now. I also have, I have caravans out and about at the moment. We're trying to go trade to get components. But, I probably should have combined them and then, like, split the weight evenly, but that's not really what happened, so, yeah. I also had a quest to potentially save me, too. That was another thing, Grim. My name and game character's live now, so people can steal me in their games. So if you get a, what do you call it? If you get an Aprillic walk-in with the first and last name as Kelly Venus, right? Then that's my character. So, yeah. I can just happen to walk into anybody's colony. My only problem is I think my person is in a friend's colony, which means if I see myself, I have to do that thing where I attack my allies again. So, yeah. I do want to get rid of the cutting that I've put on this. The only problem is I've got to go through that kind of semi-manually. Kind of cancel it. Hopefully not cancel anything else that might be getting made. Yeah, all I'm thinking is, like, I got rid of the extra underground scanners because I'm like, oh, I don't really want to fuck around here with it. But mostly because, like, I can't choose what resource they do find. But in the event that they actually do find something I want, it'd be good to have a few of them, you know? Be nice. Yeah, so we had blight. That's why all these are, like, set to cut, and I'm just kind of, like, undoing that so that eventually we can harvest them and shit, you know? It's got done with work. Nice. I will lure you with my colony with, was it Chapachos? Oh my god. Terrible, Grim. I thought you were gonna say you'd, like, I don't know, invite me into your colony with coffee or something. That sounds a lot nicer. If you just got done with work, be onto, like, the nice, like, resting segment of the day. I feel like I kind of did mine poorly. I just got to the resting portion of my day and I just passed out. And I ended up being asleep for 12 hours and got nothing else done today, and I'm still tired. So I feel like I really failed that one. Like, I feel like I fucked that up a bit. But nothing I can do now. I've still got stuff to do after stream tonight. Even though I'm not streaming tomorrow night, I've got stuff to do tonight. And then tomorrow night I will try to have a break and sleep so that on Thursday I have fucking 15 hours of Diablo. I'm gonna have a sore ass wrist. I don't know if I'm gonna have a voice afterwards. Like, it's gonna be a lot of a we'll see kind of situation. We'll see how that all goes. If I move this down by 1, we're gonna lose like 1 square difference, but it's gonna like square this up, but then I can't really put anything in front of it because in the previous design that I used this, we made alcohol in the Hatora colony. So what I'm trying to do, right, for anybody that missed it earlier, is I'm trying to recreate a design I did previously in a base I had offline before I ever started streaming, which was called Hatora. This was it, and we're getting pretty close. The only problem is Hatora made alcohol and drugs and all sorts of stuff. This Asora does not have, it's a no drugs colony, so I can't use the same space the same way kind of thing, you know? So it's going to be a whole hell of a 15-hour stream. Look, the main thing is I'm just backtracking the whole Act 3. So it's going to be, like, people have seen it all before and stuff like that. I just hope that I can go through it and maybe not die so I can get a level or 2. Yeah, that'd be good. Luring and biting, same thing, really. Like, is it friends and meat shields? Terrible, Grim. You guys still doing alright? Where the fuck are you? Hold on. I was literally just on, like, the G section then. Let's go find Grim. How's your dude doing? You are mining. You've only got an old gunshot wound. You still haven't got any more hurt or anything. I'm pretty sure you're still married. Give or take. Yeah, you're still married to Kangaroo. So, yeah. And you're friends with a magpie. So, yeah. Sounds legit. That's the most Australian, like, colonist I've got is Grim. And Grim and I are both Australians. So, yeah. Honestly, legit shit right there. It's going to be a real rough one for you. I hope it's not going to be too rough. It's just like, I know I'm going to get a sore wrist because I get a sore wrist playing Diablo for like 4 hours. So I'm going to have like a really sore wrist, right? The actual like rerunning through it, it's going to be really no different than like when I was on holidays as a school age kid and shit and like played Diablo on at least one of the days when like my parents were like working all day and I would have just had all that free time to do it. Another drill. All right, all the drills are now ready to go. You get this out of here. Minding my own business. You definitely are, Grim. You're a busy man with lots of stuff to do. I sort of want to pull these up, but I don't have anywhere I specifically want them to be. I might just sack them up here for the moment. Timberwolf Revenge. I'll have to check that. Let's just put them around here where I can see it for a moment. Let's go find that wolf. No, you're fine. It must have just been a panther hunting it. You have a sit-stand desk. It's just a sit desk. If you can think of like, I don't know, like a classic like office setup kind of thing, like a workplace office setup where they have those like desks where like up to 2 people can sit on it, or it's like an L-shape type thing. My desk is technically an L-shaped one, but we're taking the L off it so that both of us can sit on the desk. So I've just got one of those, and my chair broke years ago. So it's the replacement spindle on it is too high for the desk and my height. So I sit really high on compared to the desk. So my arms, like the whole posture thing is not correct for this desk, and there's nothing I can do about it because my partner also uses to sit in his chair's fine. So yeah, it's not ergonomic in any way, and my chair is breaking again, so it's fucking uncomfortable to be on for a very long time, but I don't know, I'll make do. I'll have like the 10-minute breaks and stuff for that. So what I'm gonna do is normally I enable 5-minute breaks and stuff like that, but I think because it's gonna be such a huge stream and it's just gonna be of like an intensity, but it's also a game where I can easily pause and stuff, I will probably enable the 10-minute break instead, which can be redeemed once an hour. And I'll have that people can like redeem whenever they feel like it, and they'll allow me to kind of like get up and go for a walk, go to the loo, get a fresh drink, eat something small, whatever, right? I normally just like focus on, if I need a fresh drink, I grab it on the way back from the bathroom kind of thing. That's usually what I do. Oops, that's not quite where I want that. But yeah, hopefully I'll have energy for Friday's Projects on Void. That's the main thing that I'm kind of hoping for, is that I don't like drown out myself and make myself too tired kind of thing. I love how this is all my harvesters here that are leaving this area. Like 30 odd people in this area, not all of them are the harvesters, but still. Yeah. I don't know, on the average day between streaming and editing and all my other stuff, I do sit here for a very long time. So it's not like it's impossible. It's more so the constant, active, social alertness, like psychological alertness while you stream. That shit's draining. Because, like, it's it's not like the same thing as when you're just playing a game by yourself, or even just like in a Discord call or something like that with a friend or family or something like that, because there's a constant awareness of like presence and doing stuff and yeah, all sorts of shit. So yeah, over a long period of time, that's pretty draining. But I seem to be able to do up to 15 hours, and I kind of just want to give myself a little push and see if it's possible, as well as obviously like I did kind of figure out all the workarounds for the most part for the limitations that I've got for Diablo. So yeah, essentially we're treating it like one of the holiday days that I would have had, where I would have been able to play the game non-stop back to back. And yeah, and you really get like one or two of those. So I hope I don't need another one later. I hope I don't need too many. I encountered a mic spammer. What? I had a mic spammer today when playing Team Fortress 2. For the first time ever, they were actually playing palatable music, some 80-ish funk playlists, instead of some garbage annoying noises. Lol. Yeah, I'm sure I put the best effort in to really test that. Oh my god. What, with Diablo? I don't know how you test that in Diablo. But yeah, the mic spam ones, those piss me off. Because like, the other thing too is if you're a streamer and you encounter a mic spammer in certain games, like you can get copyright struck and shit. Like, yeah, YouTube's got a new feature where we can enable to have just the music from that song in that section of the clip to be removed, which is great. But like, yeah, it's if you're live and stuff, that's a bit more of an issue for like your VODs and stuff, because you can't enable that or disable it, sorry. Do you have your run requirement listed anywhere for Diablo 2 run? I don't yet. I know I'll have to write something up for that, because like if people want to do it, they'll have to have like the parameters and stuff, right? And I keep encouraging people to try it, but yeah, I'll need to sit down and figure out. It's not so much like figure out, but I have to like remember all the things. And like I know all the things in my head. I just remember the shit. I've got a pretty good memory for like the most part, right? But I don't have like any actual like written down stuff. Like normally speaking, like from stream to stream, like if I could like hit a key and do a marker thing, I could probably come back and like make it a list kind of thing. Like I've got a stream deck thing now, right? So I could like program one of these keys to be like, oh, what do you call them? The stream marker key thing. I don't know if you guys have that, but as a streamer I do, and it allows me to put a marker in my stream that I can come back to at any time, as long as the VOD still exists. And then I can see what's in that section kind of thing. It helps me when I'm trying to clip VODs and stuff like that, or when I had like a question, or like earlier with like the chicken boxes here and stuff, right? Like I'll find it easier and be able to make note of it. But like I could do that, but it also requires me to go back and look at it, and on like a 15-hour VOD I'm probably not going to do that sort of thing. So even if I like mention stuff throughout the 15 hours, like ain't no way I'm going to sift through a 15-hour VOD with all the markers and try to get it right on the spot. Because it's just, the bar is the same size, but the hours within the bar are greater. It's easier to do on a small stream. You know? No question mark, lol. What? It says no question mark. I'm referring to being general nuisance self in chat. I haven't been a chatterbox yapper in a while. I was going to say, I'm like, you've been pretty quiet here because you've been like busy as shit, but yeah, I don't know what test just chatting here and being like distracting. Is that what you're kind of referencing? Also, we were looking at sit stand desks, but then I ended up, I don't know, I just didn't like the desks that we had listed that we were looking at, and so Nick and I were going to see if we could find somebody that could make a custom desk that goes wall to wall, but folds in the middle so that we can get it in the door in the house, and then we can unfold it into the room. So it will technically be two pieces of wood, but it will be one joint piece altogether. And that way we can have the extra space on the side of us for like cat beds or whatever. Or if I want to have like my, what is this thing? My keyboard cover thingy off to the side beside me with stuff on it up against the wall, I can do that instead of like where it's tucked at the moment. But yeah, at least like I've got more space at the moment because I don't have the keyboard cover blocking half my fucking shit. It's really nice. I actually get to use my portion of my fucking desk for a change, because previously I used to have a really small mouse mat for starters, right? And the really small mouse mat kind of, I don't know, I used to have that, and I had the keyboard cover that would slide down over my keyboard to put my microphone on top of it. And then I got the bigger mouse mat. I got my own mouse mat. And then I was still sliding it over it, but I'm like, this shit's gonna wear and tear this so bad. And it's a nuisance. There's so many games where I need to see the keyboard for certain things. Like now when I do RimWorld and I do trades, I'm probably not going to hit, you know, that line key that's in between 0 and plus. Like I'm probably not going to hit that as much. I think it's score and underscore, sorry. But yeah, I'll be able to see what I'm fucking doing, which is nice, you know. And my microphone's above my head now, so I get to sit up a little bit straighter. And my cat has to sleep on the other side, so it's a bit all over the place. Somebody's got the flu. Campbell does. Campbell, you're making clothes. Mate, go lay down. You don't need clothes that much. A posture check. Lol. What do you mean this is for chat? Nah, posture check and shoulder check and prawning are for me. That and stretching too and stuff. They're mostly for me because like sometimes if I'm doing something, it will sometimes trigger people. Like if I get a hydrate or something like that, like people automatically just remember, if they're thirsty, they'll remember to drink something in that moment. I'm not going to mostly tell people to like take care of themselves and stuff. I mean, take care of yourselves, but like I'm not going to sit here and be like, man, have you been drinking water today? Because I'll tell you what, I have a full 1.5 liter drink bottle beside me and I have not taken a sip out of it. And I just refilled it with fresh cold water before stream. And it's full again and I still haven't taken a fucking sip out of it. I've been drinking my energy drink. And yesterday I only drank energy drinks. So yeah, it's not great for me. Test your patience for 15 hours of highly engaging chat. I mean, if you're the only one being highly engaging, that's not really that bad. I can keep up with one person doing paragraphs non-stop, right? So I kind of have like, obviously I'm a person, I have like hard set limits and stuff like that built in, right? And the thing is like, I think when I have like 9 or 11 people, different people speaking at the same time with just sentences, I can keep up with that when it's sentences. When we get to paragraph conversations, I can probably only handle about 3 or 4 people doing paragraphs at a time. Because the thing is, like, when I respond, like right now, when I respond, I have, generally speaking, a fair bit to respond with. So by the time I get to the next comment, like within a 5-minute window or whatever, yeah, I might have said a lot and then there's 2 more messages waiting for me and stuff. But yeah, I've kind of worked it out because Diablo 2 is one of those ones where it kind of, generally speaking, does do the test for me because I can normally see a variety of different names popping off in chat. Whereas, like, I don't notice as much in 7 days because 7 days is just so low distraction for me for some reason. It just, I can handle it on that one. RimWorld depends what's going on. If there's a raid going on, no, I can't keep up with it. If it's like, I don't know, if it's just like a bad day or something like that and the game's stressing me out or life's stressing me out, I won't keep up with it anyway. Yeah. And I might put that there. I'm trying to make this room as fucking impressive as possible, realistically. But 12 and 12 and 11. Not too bad, we're working on it. This is meant in a sense of, I was grateful for the reminder from you talking about it. Well, nah, it's all good. Favorite yapper. Wouldn't have it any other way. Oh, I appreciate that though. Because, like, I've said this before, but sometimes, like, some days it's kind of difficult. Because, like, I don't see, as I said, here on Twitch, I don't see numbers. So I really only see whoever like redeems something, follows me, or is chatting, right? That's the only kind of like acknowledgement of people being here that I have. And whereas when my stuff goes to YouTube, I have more of like a, I don't know, an idea of how many people watched a video, blah, 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 watch time, all that crap, right? Because it's after the fact. There's nothing I can do about it. There's nothing I can feel in the moment because the time has already passed, right? So I deal with that a lot better. But when I look at stuff like that, like some days I sit there and I'm like, you know, I kind of wish that a video would do a little bit better on YouTube because I'm like, oh, mate, you're in transit. Because all I'm thinking is, oh, it would be great if this could be seen by more people that enjoy this kind of content and would like to hang out and like to watch stuff. You know, but in saying that, like, I might not get seen by too many people, or people might only watch a couple of seconds of it or something like that, or a minute and stuff like that, and it doesn't go very far. And I'm like, there's a small moment of time where my brain just goes, it would be so much easier to build, like get a lot of people to see me if I did more like the generic kind of crap where it's like people could. I have a targeted focus and we're doing a thing kind of thing. I don't want to buy pemmican off you, mate. We'll just take this and we'll go because I want components. Is what we're out here for. Yeah, but at the same time, I'm not willing to like stop doing what I'm doing because then I'd be attracting a crowd of people that are not interested in what I'm actually wanting to do. But I like talking to people. I like getting to play the game and have a conversation and just have a chit chat and stuff like that. And we might spend some time fucking reminiscing about like the 80s, 90s and early 2000s. We might talk about different life experiences or some kind of like highly technical computer shit or something, right? Or whatever. But like, I don't know. It's just whatever in passing happens. Refuse and fight. You're asking for a lot of stuff. Please tell me you're not like a big group. The hell is that? Privism? Maybe. Yeah, I don't really need you. But yeah, some days I sit there and I'm like, I don't know. Because like, it's not the same as like, streaming's not the same as like having like a standard place kind of job. In a way, it's really weird sometimes to refer to it as a job, but it is my job, right? And the thing is, like, when you have a job, you have like, you know, most people have co-workers they don't like. They've got like, I don't know, tasks that they don't like to do, and all sorts of stuff, kind of thing. Mate's down. We could take you to trade. We'll take you to trade. See if you get patched up. Which one are you going to? You're going up. You're going to take forever to get down there, but we'll go. Yeah, when you have like co-workers and stuff like that, you have metrics that you can kind of compare yourself against somebody, or like tell if you're doing well, or somebody can tell you if you're doing well, stuff like that. And if you've ever been in a working world environment, right, you kind of get used to like a certain level of either, what do you call it, like validation metric, or like goal kind of, I don't really know what the phrase is specifically, but there's a specific word that kind of describes like being able to tell if you're doing good or like falling behind kind of thing compared to your peers or whatever, right? I don't know what the word is, but yeah, it's very weird to do streaming because you can't compare yourself to anybody else. You gotta be so fucking assured in what you're doing and why you're doing it, and that like if you like it, people are gonna like it, and all sorts of stuff. And yeah, I don't know, some days I just sit there and I'm like, chat's like super quiet and I don't know if anybody's here, and nothing's getting redeemed for hours or something like that, and I'm just like, from my end it seems like I'm talking to a void, like talking into like the night kind of thing, and I have no concept of knowing if anybody's listening. And yeah, I always hope that somebody is. Like Shadow fucking dropped a bomb on me the other day. He came out of the blue and said that like a certain number of people were watching me, and I was just fucking startled. It was after the fact anyway, so it's nothing I could feel in the moment. But yeah, it was just kind of like a surprise, because that particular day at that particular time that he'd mentioned was as quiet could fucking be here.